Hey, what's up guys, it's Tad, and I've had the last week or so to play as the new Legion and experiment with his buffs, see what works, what doesn't. Let me just say right now, it feels pretty good. As I did on the PTB, Legion has a lot more versatility now. He can use his power to run around the map. He doesn't lose distance anymore, which is huge. He also can now use his power to like catch up to someone, so if he breaks a pallet and someone's running like to a different pallet, he can pop frenzy, run up, lunge, and he gets distance, whereas before he lost any distance he would have made on the person. So that feels pretty good. And there's actually a number of pallet loops and window loops as well, where Legion can vault using his power and then cancel, and then with that 2.5 second fatigue and the faster speed in the fatigue, he can actually keep up with the person before they make it back around the loop, and he can get a hit. Now, that's actually what I'm going to be talking about today, because I have done a lot of testing, and I can tell you, while it is leaps and bounds better than it once was, it can still be drastically improved. So when I had originally suggested the fatigue changes years ago, and even for the last few months, I've been reiterating the points over and over again, but 2.3 meter per second speed, check, behavior's done that. 2.5 second fatigue duration, check, behavior's done that. But they stopped right there. There was a third point, a very third crucial aspect of that update that they did not do that needs to happen to make sure that this is more cohesive, and that is to give him a speed curve. If you did not know how Legion's curve works, when he ends his frenzy, he spends 2 of the 2.5 seconds spent slowing down to 2.3 meters per second, and then he holds that speed for the last half a second. Only then, once the fatigue has entirely elapsed, is he allowed to then accelerate at the normal speed back up to 4.6. So this can feel pretty clunky. If you look at a killer like Hillbilly, this is not the case. If Hillbilly uses his chainsaw and he cancels or he gets a hit or whatever, he's spent slowing down, you know, he spends some time slowing down, but as his animation goes through, he spends the last bit of it ramping up his speed so that he can move at 4.6 by the time his cooldown ends. So what Legion needs is exactly that. You spend now 1.5 seconds slowing down to 2.3, half a second spent at 2.3, and the last half a second can be spent ramping back up to 4.6. This would not make him OP. Wesker can do the exact same fucking thing but better because of his power and how it works. Doing this to Legion just brings him up a tier and makes him actually pretty decent at loops. The second change that desperately needs to happen here is collision. Clip up on screen. This happens all the time and it pisses me off. I know it's happened to you as well. Behavior, you need to fix this, okay? You know it's a thing, please fix this. If I am standing at the pallet after I vaulted, the survivor should not be able to run right through my model and vault back over. That's really stupid. For both windows and pallets, if Legion vaults over, he should be pushing the survivor out of the way. He should have full collision as he vaults over. There's no reason a survivor can do this. It's just stupid. So yeah, that's it. If behavior can make these 2 changes for Legion's collision and his speed in that cooldown, he would feel so much better in chase. He would have more flexibility. Right now, he can actually do a little bit, but he can do a lot more, let's be honest. So that's it. That's what I suggest. Behavior, please listen. We're really not asking for anything crazy here. Thanks.